I mean, it's ridiculous. Come on now, guys. There's no way the fire would have done this much damage. Those cars shouldn't be destroyed like that. Some parts weren't even touched, that's the thing. Some parts weren't touched. And then some parts are just devastated. Come on. Got to put our observational lenses on for this one. There's something definitely booky going on. That's not fire damage, bro. The pavement was all clean, man. The tree's still standing. Come on. Shouldn't it be disintegrated like some of the buildings? Brilliant. Think about it, people. Came across this footage, guys, and it just shows you that these weapons exist, yeah? Make no mistakes about it. These direct energy, yeah, weapons, they exist. Watch this. I mean, you can't make it up. Yeah, the car comes to a stop, everyone gets out. Yeah, thankfully they're okay, hopefully there's no fatalities, but everyone's running to them because people saw what just happened. Yeah, what just happened? Really? Come on. The world is under attack by different means, okay? And that's what people got to realise. Watch again. Yeah, it came from out of the sky. Period. So stay safe, people. Alright? It is what it is. You will survive because you're strong. But just know that we are under immense attack. Even if you don't know about it, you're unaware. Many people are unaware. Something is going down. And that's what we've got to realise. Okay? Wow. Unbelievable. I think some rich boys are playing games on us, huh? Yes, they are.
High school in the neighborhood that did not, I repeat, did not burn. You can see all these houses are standing around here, unburned. There's no burn here, okay? So to me, this is like something out of a space movie, because you have this small field with some grass that burned, right? You can see where the grass burned. But then you have these two vehicles sitting in here that have melted aluminum. So Don, if you want to just take us through this car real quick and show us, I know you know a few things about cars, you can point out some things that require a very high temperature. By the way, we just talked to the neighbor who was talking to an investigator in Lahaina Town yesterday, and he said the investigator told him the temperatures reached in excess of 3,000 degrees. So tell us what you got, Don.
Well, we have about 300 degrees for aluminum, and this
300?
1,300.
1,300, okay, thank you.
1,300, well, 1220, but if you round it up, because it was not only melted, it was liquefied to the point where it became a river of aluminum going down the dirt hill.
So this is the aluminum rim, obviously. There's the tire, what's left of it, the steel threads or steel belts.
And maybe a combination gas tank if the gas tank's aluminum.
Okay, okay. So you have liquefied aluminum running down the side of a grass fire.
The caliper melted, unless they stole it, but it looks like the bolts are still there. So that, and then you get the steel belt of the tire, which is just a bunch of a wire mesh laying there, and you have the windows that were melted, the back window. If you look at the big old, like almost like
the glass is just melted.
Yeah, it was
dripping.
This is almost what you would see if you put a car in an incinerator.
Melted glass.
But this is not surrounded by a bunch of structure fires or anything.
Yeah, there's no fuel.
So besides the gas that was in the tank, what's your theory on what could create temperatures at this level in the middle of a field?
Yeah.
Anomaly, I think is the word.
So this is the second anomaly.
Yeah, it's just that's why I stopped. I looked at it, I'm like, okay, house. Nothing's burned, and then you have melted steel.
Exactly.
And then the only thing that is left is the thick steel frame, and then the steel sheet metal.
So I don't know if you guys have figured this out yet, but the media has not been given access to Lahaina Town. Everything is locked up. Matter of fact, this gentleman next door, he was on Front Street yesterday, and he was supposed to get access, and then the mayor shut it down because people were taking pictures. So they don't want pictures taken of anything in Lahaina Town. Because they don't want you to see this would be my guess. Because the more that you take a look at this,
Yeah.
especially in this scenario, if there was a car like this in the middle of Lahaina, you might think to yourself, well, okay, it was in the middle of this major burn. There's an animal that died here or something. I'm smelling that must be a cat that was under there. That smells like a dead something. Yeah. Oh, that is so sad. That is so sad. That's someone's dog. Oh. So now we have another vehicle right next to it. Talk to me about this one, Don.
Yeah,
What are you seeing?
It's symmetrical with the other one. They're pretty much identical. I mean, the heat is just tremendous, tremendous heat. Melting glass, melting metal, incinerating the tires to the point of, the only thing you see is the steel belts, which actually fall apart like spaghetti noodles when you touch it.
So the media is not allowed in here. No one's allowed in Lahaina town. So the only way this message is going to get out right now is if you, until your fingers bleed for America, start sharing this video.
Look what it did to the steering wheel. All it is the steering column.
We the people is all we got left here. And the more we get the word out and the more people start seeing this
Ridiculous.
crazy anomaly,
Look at that.
We're seeing it in a lot of different places. Donovan here has been on a scooter. He was at the scene of the crime the day of the fire. He was helping people, rerouting them away from Lahaina as the cops had not blocked the southbound traffic until you got almost to Front Street. And notice the green grass here. Now, it's only been 2 weeks. I don't know if that's 2 weeks.
2 weeks of growth.
Is that 2 weeks of growth? We have green grass. You think is that 2 weeks of growth? Okay, maybe it is. But there's a lot of green grass here. I don't know.
Yeah,
Someone tell me how fast does grass grow? Is that 2 weeks of growth? Someone dumped some trash in there, right? I wonder who did that. Kind of weird.
Some nice people.
Some nice people.
Yeah.
But if you don't share this story, I don't know who will, man. Someone's got to start putting this out to the people that can help. I've had work. Every phone call we make drops, right? You hear what's going on here? Are you hearing me loud and clear? They are creating a situation where it's impossible for us to communicate. Right now, I'm on a Starlink. It's in the back of my truck over there. Thank you, David Crawford. So that's the reason I'm able to transmit this message, assuming you're getting it. If you're not, I have it recorded, and I will post it after we go live.
You can get down.
So look, guys, the engine has melted.
The motor's gone.
It looks like the block is melted.
Yeah?
And what's the block made out of?
Probably aluminum.
Come on.
If it melted, yeah.
Come on.
Iron
No.
block usually would hold
No.
out a little bit longer.
Case closed. I'm sorry. The case is closed,
I mean, is
guys.
it possible that they're making these cars with different types of materials that just have a lower
No.
melting point? But even if they did,
No.
it wouldn't make any sense because we're in a field.
The block is still there. It's sideways.
Thank God.
But the aluminum valve
Just
cover
about.
is still melted to death.
So can a grass fire
But how's it burn underneath the hood? That's the thing.
underneath the hood?
That's
detect
right.
heat, right?
Or oxygen.
Oxygen
in there.
Right. So you have no combustion. And again, if you're just tuning into this live, the edge of the fire with that little grass. This is all just grass. No trees. You can see a couple trees right there. It just went to the edge of the sidewalk. I mean, not even to the sidewalk. It just went to the side of this fence. And then it stopped right before it got to this guy's thing. This guy's house. And just to orientate you here, you can see the roadblock of the National Guard right there. That is where the fire burn area starts at the top. Not the top, but of Lahaina Luna. Sorry, guys, I'm all over the map here. That, if you can see that blockade, that's actually where the burn zone is. So the fire was down there. Okay. The fire was down there. This is above the bypass. We're above the bypass. The fire was below the bypass. There was no fire here, except for this little tiny field.
Supposedly it only started a quarter mile away.
So we're going to go there next?
We can and go take a look.
Next, we're going to go to where we think the fire may have started. This is interesting, too. Is this 2 weeks where the grass grows? Maybe it is.
No, it looks like the fire mist right there.
Came across this. I mean, it's that simple. I reckon that's just exactly how it happened, alright? Serious. Weapon from out of the sky. Yeah. Hitting an object. And literally just... Well, you can see. I don't dispute this footage. This footage is raw footage from a member of society. And the chances are they were... Alright, people are going to say, oh, they had to have the camera at the point and at the right time and stuff. Yeah, maybe they were. Maybe heaven said, make sure that person's doing their filming at that point. Yeah, don't get it twisted. The truth has to get out somewhere or another. That's how we got to see it. Yeah, and this is how we do it. Stay safe, people. And don't watch the fake news, because they're never going to tell you the truth. That's how I know. They're never going to tell us the truth.